we are back in blueprints. It is, oh, apparently things have moved around in Google Docs. Got it. All right. We are on day 87. It is, what is day 87? Tuesday, the 1st of February, 1994. In we go. Whew. I'm not sure how long a stream this will be today. I'm feeling a little... So, the Blessing of the Monk expired. I believe, yep, we visited the mail room, so we have a box of stuff. I believe we have a security pass, yep, and we have allowance. I don't know what outside rooms we're going to get offered today. I do know, given the choice, I want to send, which room did I want to send? I want to send the treasure trove outside. So if I get offered the Blessing of the Monk again, we will do that again. And we'll try and send the treasure trove out there. We're not offered it. Let's take the tool shed. Oh, doesn't hurt to have a shovel. And let's have a spanner. Mechanical floor plans that we can change their rarity. Allowance is creeping up. We have a long way to go to get to 400 for the blue tents. And at some point we need to do dare mode and cursed mode. It's already there. Okay. Choose plan, office. Let's see what keys we get from the break room. Oh, on the topic of keys, garage key. Hello, whoever's watching. All right, so do that twice is 8. Skip slash your number in half. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. Is 2. Apples are tasty. Grab a key. A slice. 2 chests in the hall. And 4-way. Oh no, diamonds. Oops, the 4-way one. Alright. Don't have enough gems. Now, if I make a power hammer, at some point, I want to come up and smash this wall in. Watering can. Alright, I've had worse starts. a little dig. We have no dice to roll, so we'll have to get whatever rooms we get, I'm afraid. But there are a couple of free doors that we could potentially get a shop from the cloister. I'll push my allowance up. Unlucky. I want to box myself in. I'm taking the hit so that I've got that. And I'm confident I will find sources of food. That was dumb. I should have just taken the dead end. Alright. Silly, I should have taken the utility room for the breaker for the dark room. Round and round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. There's one coin I've missed somewhere. Okay, we have a new message. Apparently I've used all the upgrade discs, though my understanding is you can still get them in exchange for some stuff from the trading post. Alright, we're at the casino. Less money in here today though. Not sure what triggers the amount of money you get. I'm going to wager 5 because I only have 16. Got a couple of gems, there you go. Paid for the room. Any new emails come in? No. Not what I wanted, but such is life. Really did scatter it around the house, didn't they? And around we go again. Why I came, because not what I planned to do. So I'll have a quick look in here and see if there's any gems or coins being dropped off. All the steps. Whoever's dropped in. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. If I take the utility closet, it will let me go into the dark room, but if I take the utility closet, I lose those 2 squares. Take the drawing room, there is still a chance of getting the utility closet. All of that for a key? Oh. Alright. Where is... through there? If I can leave, it'd be lovely. Woohoo! So I want a power hammer. What's one of the other contraptions that might be useful? Some truly absurd contraptions. Alright. What's there? So we're going to be one room short today. There is still a lockbox in here somewhere that I haven't opened that I don't know how to open yet. Alright. Let's go back to the greenhouse and smash that all in. Oh, before we do, let's dig up these. Only two, looks like, for the moment. Hi, Matthew. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Alright, that'll be interesting in a minute. Let's have a look at what's in there. What's in here that I haven't seen before? Gardener's logbook. Ah, the ransom note. I get into the book. Anything else? Right. When I get fired. This is a record of my many indiscretions and lapses of judgment. Should this logbook ever be found, know that my guilt is exceeded only by my failings. There's someone who's self-aware. As the groundskeeper of a vast estate, it is my responsibility to ensure the property remains well maintained and beautiful all year round. From the many green rooms of the manor to the sprawling lawns, it is my duty to attend to every aspect of the grounds, ensuring they are orderly, presentable and accessible, so they may be appreciated by both the guests and family. That would be the day. This logbook, many years overdue, will serve as a record of some of my duties, discoveries and contributions I've made to the estate over the many years I've served here as groundskeeper, and however many more are yet to come. Not many, apparently. Denny Ravan. I wonder if the red commentary is from Denny or from someone else. January 25th, 1990. So we are currently on February the 1st, 1994. So this was 4 years ago. A few months ago, I made a truly remarkable discovery in my role of Mount Holly horticulturist. Through the years of breeding and experimentation, I successfully created a new species of flower with fruit that resembles a gemstone in every detail. Although the fruit is not edible, it is nevertheless a marvel of nature, possessing all the beauty and brilliance of a genuine jewel, but with the added benefit of being entirely organic. Definition of organic from memory is something to do with CO3 or C2O or something. I'm trying to remember exactly. It's been a while since I did chemistry, whereas most gems are silica based. Just trying to think for a moment there whether a gem could be considered organic. Amber is pretty much the only one it can be. Despite the creation of this flower being my proudest accomplishment to date, my joy was slightly curbed when I was informed by Randolph Moore that my employer's company, Sinker, had decided to deny my request to announce my discovery to the public, completely disregarding my years of hard work and dedication to this project. This decision was absolutely rubbish. I've poured my heart and soul into this project, investing countless hours of research and experimentation to create something truly extraordinary. I feel this flower has the potential to make a significant impact on the field of horticulture. It feels like such a waste to keep a gem like this hidden away for, quote, further research. As I suspected, they wanted the flower to serve as primarily as a cheap way to produce resources for special floor plans. Never really thought about it before. Do you think the Baron had to pay to bring in rooms of his house? I mean, I suppose that Simon does. Who knows? All right. October 21st, 1990. I had high hopes for this logbook. I have struggled to find a reason to add another entry. My employer's decision earlier this year has left me feeling disheartened. I find it difficult to find motivation to continue my work. I am aware that my disappointment is affecting my performance, and I am reminded that daily when I see houseplants slowly dying as I make my rounds. Perhaps I should quit. I really, really should have. January 8th, 1991, so roughly 3 years before today. My ambition has been reignited. I overheard, perhaps with some prodding, that employee contracts for staff are kept within the Baron's private office on the 10th rank. A fact I found quite remarkable, considering the house has only 9 ranks. This all but confirms the long-held suspicion that a rumoured 46th room is in fact north of the antechamber. I'd always considered too obvious to be plausible. As much as I wish to abandon all pretence of caring about my job to focus on this new project. Hey, Keith. I fear I must resume my gardening duties for the sake of appearances. It has, after all, been a long time since the north side of the house received the groundskeeper's undivided attention. Let's trim the hedges and see what we find. What will we find on the north side? Ah! Let me have my hand, please, kitten. January 11th. If there is a 10 rank, it's impossible to perceive its existence from the outside. So if it does exist, I'm going to have to assume that reaching it can only be done through the antechamber. Sadly, security has only gotten tighter in the... Kitten. Tighter in the years after Mary's disappearance, and that room is no longer locked behind... Yes, echo mode. Behind regular doors that can be opened by regular keys. No, that would be too easy. Instead, the Baron had installed remote access levers installed in the Baron had remote access levers installed in several different rooms of the house. Funnily enough, I already knew the location of 3 of these levers, as one was recently installed in the greenhouse and another 2 installed in the secret garden. It's almost like they were choosing green rooms just to tempt me. Antechamber lever locations. It appears each antechamber door has one primary access lever in addition to a redundancy in another location. March 10th, 1991. Although these past few months of exploration have yet to yield the fruit I seek, I have in time gained such greater mastery of the estate and stolen many glimpses behind the black curtain that veils so many secrets. Among the more recent finds was the discovery of an outer chamber in one of the outer rooms, a hidden chamber in one of the outer rooms, sealed shut behind a false wall. That would be in the trading post. The stale quality of the air and the unmistakable aroma of corroded metal led me to believe this was a chamber that had remained sealed for many years. Within it I found a large vat and a copper still, their time-worn surfaces streaked with creeping veins of oxidation and rust. I'm unsure if these instruments can be restored to working conditions, but if they can, I may yet find a use for the sugar beets and potato stores rotting away in the root cellar. Resealed in January after deal in Reddington fell through. At last, I finally discovered the location of one of the north levers. It is deep underground in a location far removed from any of the estate's plant life that had been discovered. I would have been completely vulnerable without any excuse but curiosity to offer my captor. As anxious as I was to pull it, I have decided to wait until the Baron is away to reduce the risk of being caught significantly. And once he leaves, I don't think that a delay in returning will be hard to engineer now that Christoph is under my thumb and beholden to do whatever I command. Lovely gentleman, isn't he? Sinclair's Inner Sanctum. We've been there. August 15th, 1991. There is no turning back now. After finally reaching the objective I've been working toward for the last 4 months, I made an impulsive decision in the heat of the moment and took more than just my contract. I found something I knew could give me the chance to make back some of the money I felt owed to me, and I grabbed the opportunity without really considering the consequences. Given that there is now only one missing file in the staff contracts, I've unwittingly left incriminating trial that leads directly back to me. My only hope is that they consider it too obvious to be plausible. I'm almost positive that I'm not going to get away with it, but at this point I feel I owe it to myself to get what's coming one way or the other. Yeah, and that is the end of the gardener's journal. And he has some red envelopes back there. Well, we learnt some stuff there. So I filled in all but one room for the day. All right, so what else did I want to do today, kitten? That had been on my list for a little bit. We've raised the allowance by 1 somehow. I've forgotten how. How much money do I have? 119. That might be enough to buy something from the showroom. Let's go buy the moon pendant to see if, hello, if we get something useful carried over to the next day. And let's go take a closer look at the stamp, or the one I haven't looked at yet. So how do I get up there? That is the way through the commissary. You're settling now, that's good. There are days she purrs so loud I'm surprised you guys can't hear her. Oh. What the heck? I'm not going to get the 400 I need for blue tints, so I might as well get the chance of getting some useful items carry over to tomorrow. Alright, let's go downstairs. You fluffed all over my keyboard, kitten. I'm using dire need of a coin. Now this was the last one that I opened, and I hadn't looked at the postcard here with a magnifying glass. So it's got the little wedges for Raja, and it's snowing, which would have told me a lot. Mount Eros Corica School of Drafting. So let's see if we can work out the story of the 8 realms in 8 days. 8 realms in 8 months, sorry. So. That one's 5, okay. We have so he starts in Araja, I think it is, or into Aries, and goes south. Now I had some maps somewhere. Which was in... I know this is probably not super exciting to watch with that on screen. Where were my maps? That's computer screens, classroom handouts, geography. So we've got on that location I know you can't see what I'm doing because it's on another screen. I am trying to work out what my maps look like. Maps. Alright, so here's gallery. That is put some text on this. Right. Orange eye for that one. There's kitten. Next one is, let's bring home. Korika. There. That one is Vera. That one is Nuance. That one is Araja.
I think I left my house keys at home. But
Okay. Do you need me to run up there and get them tomorrow? Okay. Well, we're going out tomorrow night. Yeah. Arch Aries is that one, and Arinda Aries is that one. He's long gone. I haven't worked out about the address thing yet. I'm not sure if that's going to be a thing either. Sorry, I know this is off screen and I was going to do all this prep separately, but I will read the clues out as we go so that you guys can hear what my thinking is as I'm doing this. But I'm starting with what is the layout of where we're starting from and where we're going to. All right, so, all right, we've got the layout of the locations. So looking at my postcards, so we start at 1, which is Arinda Aries. So let's have some more little text boxes. Four. Five. 6. 7. 8. So we start at Arinda Aries and we go south. So that would be Araja. I think. The Araja one doesn't really have any hints of where it goes next, but he says that it goes south. I'm sure I used to have arrows as a tool. It does. I said it went south, so let's rotate that 90 degrees. Hello, kitten. No, minus 90, 270 degrees. So we went south from there to there. What else do we know from the postcards? From Fen Aries, the last postcard is at Fen Aries, which is back at the same location as Arinda Aries. Okay, so Arch Aries. We arrived here a few days after sailing and it made me realise how more convenient it would have been in the old days of the railway tracks. So he came to Arch Aries from over the water. So I'm guessing Arch Aries is 7. nuance. By far my favourite realm I've visited during this trip. But I've always had a penchant for technology and am less moved by the beauty of nature than others. The soot-filled streets and soaring skyscrapers here are just stirring me as the mountains of Korika or the beaches of Morajai. Perhaps just letting my childhood love of dirigibox compromise my objectivity. In the shops I've visited, it seems the series is just as popular here as it is back home. Speaking of home, as I look across the eastern sea, I can almost see its shores. I never thought I would miss the sight of red flags. I'm wondering if that implies that it's late in the trip, that after Morajai and Korika, maybe. Morajai. After a short sea voyage, we arrived on the main island of Morajai last night in good spirits. The people here are belligerent in their politeness after spending a full day among the Giroil. I'm just as afraid of eating another dish as I am of rejecting their offers. I may try to sneak away tomorrow and spend some time alone with my books. So, that is before he goes to this one. Which is Korika. So he goes to Morajai before Korika. Because he loses the books in Korika. Despite my prejudice against Mother Nature, I owe that I have deeply loved my time here in Vera. The memories of the youthful trip I took here with my father have been relentless. As I have gotten older, I find less and less occasion recalled with such trivial pleasures. One thing I do remember vividly is not a single speck of charm. That has not lost a single speck of charm. Of the famous turtles, each visitor of Vera arriving is lent one of these hard-shell friends for the duration. Serve as guide and companion. I'm still under the spell of the island, even the weather here is much more severe than it was on Morajai. So he went there after Morajai as well. And he was at Korika after Morajai. So we got 270. So did I think he went to Nuance before or after? I guess there's only one way to test this, is to go back and try it in room 46. I think I have a solution. I don't know if it's going to work. Let's see how we go. I don't know if I'd taken a screenshot of that one before. Oh, hang on, do we have a date there? 17th of the 12th, 2019? Maybe? Are you? Don't work on the keyboard. Let's see if we have dates on any of the other postmarks, because some of them I don't think had dates on them. Hey Sandy. So I think he started at this one, Arinda Aries. Of course they'll be US date format. 14th of the 12th maybe? Can't tell if they're postcodes or dates. Because they don't seem to be the same format. Yes, little munchkin, what you doing? I'm just grabbing a pen. It's the 14th and the 12th. Maybe. Then I think they go to Araja. Back. Little head. This doesn't work. 4B17. Then I think they went to Nuance. Yep. Might fall off. Yes, Bunny. What you doing? You're settled now? Could be a date. Which is the 17th of the 12th. If it's a date, which it probably isn't. And then I think they went to Marajai, which is room 7. Okay, take care, Keith. In the middle of a workday and he's watching this. Tisk tisk. Yeah, it's not looking very date-like, is it? So we think we went to Marajai next. Then we think we went to Vera. Oh, hang on. That's Vera. Where's Marajai? Trying to get the rooms backwards. That's Corica. No, that's Nuance. Now I'm very confused. Jai is in room 6. And room 5 is Corica, not Nuance. Did I even look at the postcode then? I was more interested in fixing my room numbering. Fourteenth to the 12th. So no, that's not the dates. So I think what Morajai, Vera, Corica, then Arch Aries, then Fen Aries. Alright, let's see if I have solved the order correctly or not. Wrong way. And I don't know what will happen even if I have solved it correctly. It may be a big fat nothing. Alright, so I think it starts with 1 there, and then it goes 2 there, 3 there, 4 there, 5 there, 6 there, 7 there, back to 8 there. What does it not like about that solution? So we go south from Orinda Aries, which should take us to Nuance. We go from Morajai to Vera to Corica. What does a Raja have to say for itself? Alright, we start in Orinda Aries. We go south to Araja. Pretty sure we sail from Araja. So if we don't go to Morajai next, we know that we are sailed into Archery. So I assumed we were sailing from the other area, but maybe we sailed from Araja. So let's go to Archeries next. Let's go to Morajai next. And then I know that I went from Morajai to Vera to Corica. And we know that we went to Nuance late. And we know we finished back there. Right. I had Arch Aries in the wrong spot. All right, deed. Certified copy, property deed, Lord Arthur Clementine to Lady Arai of Tinsdale. The rightful owner of the land that rests in the northern range of Reddington Mountains doth grant and convey the bearer of this document, Lady Arai of Tinsdale, the land, forest and waters of the sheer cliffs that rest in the northern shadow of the Holly Leaf Mountain, all the rights and privileges and purchases thereto belonging. I've not encountered that word before. The property of Mount Holly consists of dense woods flanked by cliff walls, irrigated by mountain springs, streams, and punctuated by several run-off waterfalls. This area is sheltered between Summit's northern slope and Saddle, spanning across 80-odd acres of land. Property is situated southwest of Redington, bounded on the slope, the south by steep crags and abutting in the east by the high road to Tanner Fork. I, Lord Arthur Clementine, covenant, promise and agree that Lady Orovai, her heirs and assigns, that I am lawfully seized and possessed of said premises, and that the same are free and clear of all encumbrances, and that I have good right to sell and convey the same to Lady Orovai, her heir and assigns, and that I will warrant and defend the same against all lawful claims and demands whatsoever. By hand and seal I make my mark the grand year of Ben Aries 1912. Lord Arito Arthur Clementine. Alright. That's that. What's the other document in here? Last Will and Testament of Herbert S. Sinclair. I, Herbert S. Sinclair, of the Mount Holly Estate at Redington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I declare that I am not and have never been married and have no children. First, I direct all my debts and outstanding expenses be paid as soon after my decease as possible. Secondly, I direct that all servants and staff in my employ at the time of my death shall be granted indefinite leave to be paid out of the reserves of my estate set aside for such occasion until such time as the new master of Mount Holly bids their return. In the event that the aforesaid reserves for this purpose are depleted before a new master of the estate is found, I direct my executor to make provisions for their future employment and to do so in a manner that is just and equitable for all parties involved. Thirdly, that my faithful valet, Hartley Rota, I hereby gift to him the lake house in Trinsdale as a small measure of gratitude for his many years of unwavering loyalty and devoted service. I direct that my executor take such steps as necessary to transfer ownership of said lake house to Hartley Rota, and that should use all reasonable efforts to persuade him to accept the same. Furthermore, my late cousin Tillion's two children, Courtney Ferron and Vigard Ferron, who have sometimes been impulsive and hasty in their actions, I grant each a cuckoo clock set eternally on the sacred hour, for only time will tell when they are ready to slow down enough to appreciate the gifts bestowed upon them. With patience and wisdom comes maturity. That's snark. Absolute snark. In the case that Lionel Epsom should return from his travels abroad, or in the event that any of his heirs should present themselves, bequeath to him or them, as the case may be, the diary and its related key, which formerly belonged to his sister Clara Epsom, which I have kept in her room and beside her grave respectively and respectfully. I found both of those. In addition, it is my fervent desire that the gallery, along with all the artwork contained within, be bestowed to the Redington Museum of Art, including the sculptures, exhibits, and entire collection of drawings by Christopher Manson, comprised of 4 pieces entitled I have solved them previously, but that's just snarky. Let's tell you the first letter. This generous donation shall be made 1 year hence, following the date of my earthly departure, when it will be removed from Mount Holly's draft pool. So that says the gallery will expire in November, not to be seen again. Moreover, the Grand Cathedral of Araja, to the Grand Cathedral of Araja, I bequeath 8 stone statues sculpted in the likenesses of the 8 Arajan angels. See you later, Sandy. Arinda, Lydia, Rina, Joya, Daraja, Bea, Miller, and Draxus. These sculpted figures have been in the Sinclair tomb for multiple generations, and even though there has been much debate over their natural numeric order, they have nevertheless remained steadfast in their safeguarding of the family's secrets. I trust they will continue to provide the Cathedral of Araja with the same level of stewardship. I give and bequeath my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all the rest and residue and remainder of my estate and of my right, title and interest in and to the house and the land which I own in Mount Holly, as a token of the cordial and affectionate friendship which for nearly half a century his grandmother Claire Epstein has shown me. The above provision and bequest is contingent upon my aforesaid grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate, Mount Holly. This room, among other things of value, holds the physical deed to the entire estate, as well as many other personal effects and policies of insurance. The location of the room has been kept secret from all staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts in a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executives of my will, then this gift shall lapse, and the above clauses on this page and the provisions pertaining to that clause shall be considered null and void, and the rest of my estate shall be disposed of and gifted to the Iridian Heritage Foundation, under the condition that the house immediately winnowed and sealed with the explicit instructions and allowances that the site shall not be reopened until black flags are once again flying over Oris, or 110 years have passed since my death, whichever comes first. That's faith. As one final gift to my grandnephew, regardless of whether he finds the room 46 or not, I leave and bequeath to him the original manuscripts of his mother's works, which were produced here under the roof of his childhood home. Those preliminary drafts include the red prints which she wrote while visiting the estate during her brightest days, and a new clue which she penned here during her darkest. I hope that in due time, in the natural order of things, you will come to be content, as I have, with what little she has left us. In witness thereof, I have hereunto set my hand to this 18th day of March 1993. Alright. Does anything else happen in this room now that I've solved for that? I've solved that. And they're the two cuckoo clocks. And that's the time you have to set the clock tower to in order to unlock that puzzle. Has the swan song, which is the password to the computers. I don't know. Not on those pages. So you're correct, it may not be a valid will. But the lawyer did advise us of the contents prior to our arrival, so the lawyer obviously believes it's valid. Marigold has the holly in this one. Oh, I'm getting tired. Sinclair has just the holly. Epsom has the swan. We believe that that number right in front of me is the 46. Because someone else asked about that. Alright, what have I got today? What time is it? 11:15. Nee thinks I need to go back to the break room and start a fresh day and see if I can trigger the thing of the monk, because I don't think I can do anything else today. I knocked the wall down in the greenhouse and found that book, and I did the 8 realms in 8 days puzzle, so I think the monk outside is the next thing I need to do. Oh, I got too far. I need to go back to the boiler room. You're making me sleepy, kitten. Ponder, realise, ruminate, and think. They were the artworks. Alright, the break room was here. So let's start tomorrow with a security pass. Alright. Should have refilled the watering can in the kitchen while I was there. I do keep a record of my room layout every day. So that I can refer back to them later. Day 87. Oh, I didn't take the mail room. I thought I did. Okay. 88, sorry. Yesterday was day 87. Alright. Let's grab our allowance. Because if we get the shrine, we'll need it. I am making a mess of the house. I will really need staff to come back soon so they can clean up behind me. Because as a teenage boy, I have been terrible at cleaning up after myself. Leaving holes in the floor, smashed crockery, holes in the walls. It's awful. Huh. Alright. We need a way of generating gems. Okay. Possibly should have taken the wine cellar for the 3 gems that come from there. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. And I'll take that. We're going to leave the dead ends alone for a minute. I don't feel the need to do the dead end challenge today. Curious. Okay. Broken lever's not normally there. Alright. The problem with the classrooms is that they're a corner room or a bend, a turn, whatever you want to call them. So they are going to potentially generate a number of dead ends of their own accord. Now, I think my current record is 5 or 6. By the look of it. All right. Interesting that the map here doesn't have Ben Aries on it. Oh, that's a much better map version of it. Much better screenshot of it. That's interesting. Wonder if that would have helped with the order that you visited things. Does a much better job as well. Huh. The spiral of stars, that looks a lot like the spiral that we found in the bedroom with the note on the bedside table that said it never ends. Got 46 degrees on the turtle shell and 8 at the bottom. Don't want to spend a key on a door that I've been through before. It's the first time I've encountered it in that respect. Potential 2 more classrooms. I missed it last time I came through here. Anything else on the tables? Not that I can see. Back we go. Looks like I also need to find something to eat soon. Could make a power shovel too, if I wanted to. Let's keep that option available for now, but not actually follow through on it. Yeah, there's usually gems on that table as well. It knows that I need some. Not ideal, but it could be worse. Alright, so slash the result into 10. 11 round to the nearest 1. Oh, sorry. 11 divided by 2 would be 5.5. Round to the nearest 1 is 5, minus 1 is 4. No, 10. What am I missing? 11 plus 0 is 11. Alright, want me to round up. Okay. Okay. 18 plus 2 is 20. So when does the divide by 2 happen? is the question. So 10 squared is 100. Oh, multiplied. What? This doesn't make sense. Oh, it's purple, division. Divide by 9, divide by 9. I'm not seeing another step there. Ah, I'm doing it in the wrong order. Okay, stop. So 18, I need a calculator for this. $18 divide by 2 equal, clear. 18 divided by 2 is 9. Squared is 81. Divide by 9, divide by 9 is 1. Plus 2 divide is plus 2. Squared. Let's go with 4. Have I done that order of operations correct? Yes. Dodgy as. Dodgy as. Alright, we have some more keys. So the corridor's slightly less scary. That's the fake. Yep. Don't like it. Don't like it one bit. There's a coin or a key somewhere. Yes, Puppet, I know. Mum moved, made a creaky noise. She disturbed you, didn't she? No gems there, no gems there. That's art class. Grade 5. Alright. Back through the foundation to the archives. Yes, Puppet. Oh, I have had this one before. This is history. Chopping up the railroad. Oh, gem. That plays for another attempt at another room somewhere. Now, I seem to recall I do have all the handouts for here. Yep. Unless that won't be absorbing gems anymore. Alright, back to the archives and up to the hallway. Odd that I haven't had a security room today or any rooms with a computer. Hello, puppy. Okay, this is teaching me about the other dartboard rules. She is a terrible teacher, or I'm assuming it's a she. Because she's not explaining what they got right and wrong. Terrible teacher. Secret garden opens the one on that side. What else opens the one on that side? I don't think I have anything that opens the one on that side. So I've had all 8 classrooms. I think I get the exam tomorrow. But I'm way too tired to attempt it. Hello? Is there anything else I can do today before I finish? I can head back to the break room, so I start tomorrow with a pass. I have the schoolhouse. It's the first time I've had the moon pendant where it didn't say the moon pendant. Yeah, I think that's all I can do for today. I go back to the break room. I think that's it. I've solved the puzzle of room 46 today. I've broken the wall in the greenhouse. I have gotten the 8 classrooms. Hello, puppy. I need to spend a little bit of time with the crossword dictionary and the Baron Baffler. I'll have to see if I have a physical crossword dictionary around, because I'm a little worried that if I Google the definitions that I've been given, it's going to pop up a solution to the puzzle. All right. Oh, I forgot to use the banner of the king. Do I have? No, I don't. I don't have the right rooms. At some point I need to change that. And next time I get the shrine, I should use that. Keep forgetting I have it. That will be today's journey. I am very tired. I'm almost falling asleep at the keyboard, which is actually earlier for me than usual, but I am absolutely wasted. So I'm going to go fall towards bed. Thank you, everybody who dropped by. We solved a couple of things tonight, kind of, sort of. And I need to sit down and go through the Arajan dictionary there and work out how the language works, because I'm going to need to know that for the exam. But thanks for dropping by. If you want to find me again, like and subscribe and all that silly YouTube stuff. I'm terrible at doing that kind of follower stuff. There is a new patch for Cyberpunk due tomorrow, but there was also a new patch for No Man's Sky earlier in the week. I have said that I probably won't go back to Cyberpunk until I've at least finished as much as I'm going to play of Blueprints, and given the chance, I will play some No Man's Sky at some point in the near future to progress some of that new patch. We're midway through the month, a little past. I do need to start thinking about what my August game will look like. So everybody have a fabulous day wherever you are and whatever you're doing. And hopefully I'll catch you again. Thank you.